Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the end of day zero, and I don't really have a plan for this series, but let's just go over where I'm at currently. So here, I created a little calendar, and this is essentially a calendar that I think is representative enough to let me know if I'm like on track on actually finishing this or not. So let's just get into it. I guess like at the fact you're watching this video, it lets me know that this is a real thing. This is happening. We're actually gonna try and build a game in 30 days and ship it. But day zero's plan of attack, which essentially I just put together this calendar and I put together this design doc, which it's not completed yet. I saved tomorrow, day one, to actually like fill out the design doc and get like all the ideas down. But I wanted to at least start the design doc today, just so I have an idea on like everything that I need to finish or that I want to finish for this. So that's what the design doc is. Tomorrow I'm gonna get on that. This tomorrow's where I'm really gonna learn like what like how and how much shit I'm in. Um, One thing that I'm afraid of right off the bat is the cities and destructible terrain. So mostly the destructible terrain because like yeah, my original implementation, I know it's going to be pretty expensive computation wise. So I got to think of like other ways that like I don't know. I'm afraid for that part. Everything else seems pretty simple, but uh, if we go back to the calendar, I put the first 4 days. I'm sorry, the from the second to the fifth, which is 4 days, to work on the monster procedural animation. Because I want the monster to be procedurally animated. You got to go big, you got to go home. I mean, there's no other option. But just for the fact that I wrote it down somewhere, but I thought that if I made the monster have procedural animations, it would really make the game a lot more fun, like right off the bat, versus having a pre-animated, animation. Um, so yeah, I really want that to be a feature. So I put it first, the first thing to do, because if like this isn't going well, like within the first 4 days, then I know that like I'm way in over my head, and I can just like get out. I can get out of doing this, and you all can shame me and all that stuff. But I put that first because I think it's the most important mechanic, and then the second is going to be the city generation and the destructible city building assets and whatnot, which I'm pretty afraid of because again, like as I said, I had an idea in my mind on how I wanted this destructible to work, but we're dealing with like physics, and yeah, well, I'm thinking of a smart way to make it like still fun, but not too computationally heavy. I have a couple ideas in mind, but you have to actually, when it comes to that stuff, you have to actually like put it into practice and see if your computer's screaming at you or not. So yeah, then I put that right after the monster procedural animation. I'm hoping that like because I'm developing a game called Staggered right now, which is all like procedural animation. So like I have an idea on how to do that already, but making a monster, I've never really done anything outside of doing like a humanoid. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm hoping I can get it like all figured out within the first couple of days, like first 2 days, and have an extra 2 days to do the city procedural and destructible terrain because I think that's gonna be the hardest part. So wish me luck on that. But after that, if we get there, let's stay positive. When we get there, on day 10, I'm gonna do a play test. So that's play testing with myself, obviously. Play testing with other people, get some opinions on their ideas. I'm sorry, on their thoughts on the current state of the demo, the game, which will help me like understand like if they say that the walking is too difficult, for example, then I know that okay, I need to increase the walking to make it more fun. Um, yeah, so I want to survey at least like 2 or 3 people to get just like some initial feedback, just so I'm not developing this entire thing and it's fun for me, but then you're releasing it's like not fun for anyone. So play testing by the 10th, and then power ups. So I also want to add this power up feature where you can do a few things like jumping and like breathing fire and dashing and stuff like that. So from the 11th and 12th, I want to play around with that. And then I want to get into AI, which I don't think will be too difficult because it's really just gonna be like little assets like vehicles, which I can use like a A-star algorithm, and then like helicopters and stuff like that, which shouldn't be too difficult. Like simple path object avoiding algorithms should work for the aerial, and then like A-star pathfinding should work for the land. But worst push come to shove, I will have to get rid of the ground units and just do like all aerial if need be. And then once that's all done, pretty much I'm in the clear. Like it's really that simple. I have the procedure animation, the city generation and destructible assets, and then the power ups, AI. Boom, the game's pretty much done. Start looking into some sound assets, do more play testing in a more final version, and then from there I can get into like making a tutorial so I can make sure that everyone who plays the game knows how to play it, and then I can get into some music composing, which I'm planning at the moment to do myself. But we'll see how that goes. I might need to license some music or something like that. And then I left 2 days for catching up, and then 3 days for like doing asset packing. So like, creating the Steam page and stuff like that. But if I need to, I will bleed more catch-up days into the packing assets. Because 3 days is kind of a lot, but I don't know. That's there. So yeah, that's my current plan of action. I'm a little bit afraid that things won't go exactly how I'm planned, but that I feel like you need to always be on the edge of your seat. Okay, we're still recording, so I want to make sure. You always want to be on the edge of your seat, I believe, because you know that you're learning something. There is no gain without pain. Yeah, but my hope is that like I can complete some of these a lot earlier than what I have up here, because then every day that I complete earlier, it adds an extra day for catch up. And if I have like a bunch of extra catch up days, then I can hit some extra features and stuff like that, or just extra polish. But I'm excited. This seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Win or lose it, rain or shine, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then over here, so on the left side I have what I expect, and then over here I'm gonna have what actually happens. So day 0, obviously when it's planned, I did my entire plan of attack. Design doc, I plan to be on schedule for that. I don't think I should have to do an extra day for design doc. I could probably actually do the design doc today as well, but I'm already recording this video, so I'll just kill that idea. But anyway, so yeah, whatever actually happens, I'm gonna document that over here just for future references and whatnot. And that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I'm gonna get started on the design doc, just go into detail about all this stuff. So at any point, I think the real benefit for doing that is that like if at any point I'm like super in the weeds with like say like power ups for instance, and there's something that like I wanted to like what was my vision? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? I can just refer to the design doc, and then it just tells me everything straight away without having to like pause and go, take a walk for 20 minutes and think about how to implement. Like, it's just everything is going to be here. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. Now I just got to like start. I just got to start doing it, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty scared. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.